man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I start like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And a fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With his rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180. Come on, boy. Flash,
they'll run on first down. Grant, he finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
66. Check 3. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Switch up. Check 50. Out.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. It's complete to Graham. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Like 80! Check 59. No chance. Switch like it.
On 2nd down, Snell looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and long.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A big run there by Gurley. 65 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. A shotgun snap for gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Starting the drive with Snell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Blue 30.
Mike is 59. Mike's the 59.
They gonna need some therapy after this. You go tight. You got tight. Hey. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
On second down now. It's Grant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll go with Snell here on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back. To the 18.
The tackle made by Clay Matthews. Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, it's Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Bandit. Check 31. Check 31.
Quarter.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Tight left. Three down. DC. 12. 198. Watch 98. Go. Hey, keep it.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Switzer. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go. 70 ending. Mike, 58, right there. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Like 80. Mike 5-4. Man, I got you.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
What's up? 59, what's up?
On 1st down, Grant. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Black 30. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. On the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Like 20. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 38, Goff trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch gears.
Right back to Connor here on first. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Like 5. 59. These two. Stop here, D. Back.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. It's a party now. It's a party now. Slam, slam, slam.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check 52. Watch that. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Double. Mike, 54. Big end.
Now Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
We go tonight. 180. 55. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Shell.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw, Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Los Angeles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 57 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Value 3. Five.
Goff now looking to throw. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this. Bad boy, we can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They start with a give to counter. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Connor. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the shift. Quarter. Watch the shift, watch the shift.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Flat 30. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
59. Hey, that QB's trash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ready? Black 20.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Blue 30. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Deuce, Luther.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it? Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, kill. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Go. Hey, wahoo.
Here's Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know If they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is taken at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We own this. We own this. Check, check, check.
They'll start by running the option to the right. They begin on the ground here with Connor. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
180. Let's go. Do you tighten up? No.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? On second and a couple. Goff over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload. Overload.
Goff now looks to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike, 55. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Bravo.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now it's gone. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 4th down, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for Pittsburgh, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.